everyone, George Shively from South Shore Marine Electronics. I'm going to do another little video for you here to kind of show before and after of what our capabilities are. Currently we're on a 2002 56 Neptunus. This is one of our clients from Buffalo, New York. And we're going to be in the process of really redoing the whole helm here. The helm has got some older equipment on it that really needs to be replaced. There's the 961 North Star there in the center between the two D-deck displays. We've got some older Bennett trim tab indicators that we're going to get rid of and digitize those into NEMA 2000. We have the Raymarine autopilot display right down here and an E120, and then the stabilizer control on the far port side of the helm and the display for the stabilizer control, which eventually is going to be gone. This is the display right here, which shows the condition of the stabilizers, their position, speed, etc. And that's going to be completely removed because we're going to be putting a Garmin system in, a 7000 Garmin system, which is going to go right in the center here. And we will take the video that normally is going into the stabilizer display, and we'll pipe that into the Garmin. We could also put it into the E120. So just kind of wanted to give you an overview here of what the helm looks like now. Everything is going to have to be removed so that we can make a new fascia for the helm, and once we do that, we'll be well underway. So this is the first segment of the video here, just kind of showing you what things look like initially, and we'll be back soon. Hi everyone, George Shively, South Shore Marine Electronics, back with you here. Just kind of want to give you an update on the progress here on the refit on the 2002 56 Neptunus. As you can see, everything that's in the helm has been removed. We're going to be shuffling some things around, deleting some things, combining some things. So we're just kind of taking everything out at the moment. We're going to have to make a template here for a new helm fascia, and then we'll apply that and start cutting in the new equipment. So just kind of wanted to give you a heads up of what this looks like at this point. We can take a look at the back, and you can also see what this sort of looks like from the back as well. What you see over here is an old analog instrument display that this boat used to have before it was retrofitted with D-deck displays, electronic Detroit diesel displays. And you probably can't see too much, but this is actually the inside of the helm, where there was egress so we could get inside the helm to start to do some of the wiring. You can see some of the wiring down in here that we've disconnected, and there's just a whole slew of wiring in that area there. So just kind of wanted to update you on what we've been doing thus far, kind of give you a picture of how it goes, and we'll be back. Hi everyone, George Shively, South Shore Marine Electronics, back with you. Just kind of wanted to give you a quick glance here as we're making progress on the refit of the helm here on the 2002 56 Neptunus. This is a piece of 1/8 inch aluminum which we fabricated and cut to go around and on top of the existing helm. As you recall, there's plenty of holes back there from the old installation. Well, we were initially going to use Corian, but that presented some unique problems that we really couldn't overcome. So what we decided to do is we're going to use 1/8 inch thick aluminum, and at this point you can see that we basically have a whole new fascia for the new helm. It looks really good, fits really tightly, snugly. So that's kind of where we're at this point. So we're going to start laying out the new gear here shortly, and we'll go from there. We'll touch bases in just a little bit. Hello everyone, George Shively, South Shore Marine Electronics, back with you. We've got a preliminary layout of the helm I thought I'd share with you, at least initially here, waiting on the client's final approval on this. But this kind of shows how we're going to lay things out. The upper right will be the starboard D-deck control, then followed by our spotlight control here, a Garmin NEMA 2000 display located right there. Of course, the center needs a little introduction. That's a 7215 display. To the port of that, the port DDEC control. Then this is going to be the stabilizer fins control, Raymarine autopilot, the 7212 display, and then a Clarion stereo to the far port of the helm, positioned there so that if someone's sitting next to the captain, they can operate that just as easily as the captain can. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Thought I'd just give you a brief look here at how things are shaping up. As I said, we're waiting for approval on this from the client, and as soon as that happens, we'll start cutting the aluminum to shape and send it out for paint and be installing it. So as soon as we do that, we will get back with you. Thanks for checking in. Well, we're back on the 56 Neptunus. Helm has not changed too much in the interim here since we've been working on it. Although you notice there are some wires that are now protruding through the existing openings in the helm. That's for the plug-ins for the new gear. The old part of the helm has been marked accordingly, as you can see here, to indicate where it needs to be cut out to accommodate the new gear. A lot of what we've been doing has been infrastructure, verifying circuits, seeing what turns on what, and kind of taking it from there. The other thing that we've been working very hard on is establishing the NEMA 2000 circuit, which is on this boat quite extensive. You can see all the NEMA 2000 leads coming in for the different devices. They are all labeled so that we know what they are. So if there turns out to be a problem, we can troubleshoot it effectively. The two heavy gray wires that you see here are the wires that connect to the DDEC system, the DDEC monitors. So they're just hanging there until those go back in. We've got a Raymarine interface here to convert CTalk data, depth and speed CTalk data into NEMA 183 so that the new Garmin system can interpret that and display that information. And then that same interface cord, which as you can, the light here, as you can see right in here, that same interface cord then goes back into the pilot to send NEMA data to the pilot so that the pilot can follow a nav course. So as you can see, pretty lengthy NEMA 2000 circuit. There's more at the lower helm. There's 3 more tie-ins at the lower helm, one for power, a separate power tap at the lower helm, and then 2 more devices, a 7212 display and a NEMA 2000 heading compass to facilitate radar overlay, and ARPA functions. So that's kind of where we're at right now. The helm, or not the helm, excuse me, but the arch has also been rigged. New 8-foot AM/FM antenna on the far right there. Sirius satellite weather antenna right there in the center of the screen, as you can see. Garmin GPS antenna. We've put on a Maritron wind system, a WSL 100, which is a ultrasonic wind system, as well as a new Phase 3 VHF antenna, because both the VHF antenna and AM/FM antenna, 8-foot AM/FM antenna, were both quite old and need to be replaced. And as you can see, there is the new Garmin 4-foot open array with a 4kW transmitter. So that's kind of where we're at right now. The only thing left to do really at this point is to get the freshly painted helm piece, the new helm fascia, in place, start putting in the gear and turning things on. And we'll revisit you when we have that ready. Hi everyone, George Shively, South Shore Marine Electronics, back with you on board the 56 Neptunus. As you can see, we've started putting the main helm here back together. The top piece, the top trim piece is back on. The new white fascia is on. And most of the instrumentation, save for the stereo, the new stereo, is back in place. 7215 Garmin, the DDEC display there to the right of the Garmin. The GMI 10, which will be the new trim tab display. Things are a little dark here, so bear with me. the autopilot, or not autopilot, but spotlight control, the port DDEC display, the Raymarine autopilot, and the control for the fins for the stabilizer system. So making headway. I think it looks pretty good. And again, we just have some finishing touches to do here, the stereo, and we're going to call this project done here very soon. Everything is lining up very well. The data systems are communicating. So we'll touch back with you in a little bit and show you the absolute finished product. Okay, here we are at the upper helm. Layout worked really well. We were able to condense some things and just give it a really modern, fresh, clean look. From the far port side, new Clarion stereo. That actually used to be located underneath the helm. You can see where that new cover panel is. That is where the stereo was located. Made it somewhat difficult to use. And also it got kicked on a regular basis and therefore was not functioning properly. Next to that is the Garmin 7212. DDEC display on top, autopilot, Westmar stabilizer control, the piece de resistance, if you will, the Garmin 7215, starboard DDEC control, spotlight control, and then the Garmin GMI 10, which is connected to the trim tabs. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to display this to you or not, but if you look closely, I'm going to start putting the tabs down, and you will see that the bars will start to go down here. So there we go. As you can see, the bars are starting to go down, indicating that the tabs are indeed going down. And then as we retract them, they will start going back up. The vessel used to have the old style Bennett tab indicators, and just wanted to modernize it a little bit with the as long as the NMEA 2000 gear was going in. We thought we'd modernize that a little bit and take advantage of that display to modernize the helm a little bit. So there we are, the final look at the Neptunus 56. New fascia, all new gear essentially, with the exception of the autopilot, stabilizers, and spotlight, and it's really worked out very well. So I appreciate you watching. If you'd like us to look at your helm and see what we can do to make your helm a little bit more modern, a little bit easier to use, feel free to give us a call. 216-407-6553, or email is always southshoremarineelectronics@oh.rr.com. Thanks very much for watching. We appreciate it.